You know, I kind of want it to look good. Kind of use the frosting as the glue. And I'll put one big one right in the middle. So what do you think about that? I think it looks pretty good. Hi, I'm Amy and I'm in Amy Roloff's little kitchen, which is really my kitchen in my house. I wanted to make a strawberry cake kind of thing. I say kind of thing because it's kind of like a modified cake. It's kind of like a yellow cake, but in between a pound cake a little bit too. And so strawberries are in season, and I just wanted to do something different besides making strawberry shortcake or a strawberry rhubarb crisp, or I think it's pronounced galette. I love those because those are nice rustic desserts, and I truly love making all of that. But I just wanted something with a cake, but I didn't want it all frosted or anything. I wanted something a little bit lighter and just kind of, I don't know, summer, springtime. So I'm gonna do 2-layered cake. I'm gonna put a cream cheese, whipped cream frosting in the middle with strawberries in it. And then the second layer will go on top with a whipped cream strawberry topping on top with, you know, little whole strawberries. So hopefully it will turn out, because I'm not sure about this, but you know, that's why it's so fun in the kitchen. First of all, let me see. I've got butter, 12 tablespoons of butter. I've got 2 cups of sugar, about a 2 1/4 cup of flour. I've got 3 eggs plus a yolk. I've got about 3/4 cup of sour cream, 1/4 cup of little milk. That'll create some richness to it. A little bit of lemon zest, salt, and baking powder. Now, if sometimes recipes call for all-purpose flour, but if you wanted to make it a cake flour, because I read up on this, because I don't always have cake flour. So I either will have regular all-purpose flour, or I will go with pastry flour, which is a little bit less of your protein and gluten. But if you only have all-purpose flour, just look at it online, but cornstarch really helps to break that down and make it a little more familiar as to cake flour. Anyway, I read up on that, so that's how I learned too. So let's get the butter creamed. So we're gonna put the butter in here, we'll cream that, then we'll add the sugar, we'll get that all blended and fluffy. Then we're gonna add the eggs, let's see, what else? Eggs, and then we're gonna add the sour cream, the zest, and the vanilla. And then we'll get that all going before we add the flour. And you know what I do, because I don't have my house set at like 70 degrees or whatever, but room temperature butter to me in my house, it's still hard. I just don't understand it, but it still is. And so I would just zap it in the microwave just for about 5 seconds or 10 seconds, because, you know, for cakes and everything, from what I've experienced, you don't want it to be runny. And I'm not sure why my beater makes so much noise. Okay, we got the butter going on in there. Now we're gonna add the sugar. Okay, we gotta let this go for a while, because what you really wanna do is be patient. You should do this for about 2 minutes just to make sure the butters and the sugars are all creamed together and blended. It smells so good. I have my little notes here. I don't know about you, but I need notes sometimes, especially when I'm baking. Because you don't want your cake to go flat or be runny, or who knows what I'll do. Now for my egg yolk, 3 eggs and an egg yolk. Now if you need to, because of your paddle, if it doesn't get to the bowl or down to the bottom, stop it and scoop it down with your spatula. But you want to make sure you get everything incorporated, which I'm going to do. Vanilla is the best. Of course, we put it in everything because it adds that flavor. So let's add in the sour cream. This is about 3/4 of a cup. Sometimes some recipes will call for milk, Just that richness, that texture, that fluffiness. A little bit of vanilla and zest. I don't know, with strawberries, I kind of like the lemon zest. It kind of gives that little freshness and tartness. What did I say? About, I think half a teaspoon of vanilla. If I get it wrong here, guess what? You guys can always go to amyroloffslittlekitchen.com and get the exact recipe. And we're gonna add the milk after we add a little bit of flour in. We're gonna add the salt to the flour now. And the baking powder. I'm hoping this will turn out. We're kind of doing a slight modification here. Okay, I think we are ready to go. Let me make sure it's all scraped down now. Okay, we're just gonna slowly add in the flour, spoonful at a time, just so it gets all mixed in. Let's add our little bit of milk, about a quarter of a cup of milk. I'm trying to make sure the flour doesn't spew out of the mixer. Let's see, pour it all in, or the remainder. Okay, now I'm going to put it in the 2 cake pans. So I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. Amy Roloff's Little Kitchen. Anyway, I prepped my pans, and I was just thinking about this. There are so many ways that people prep their pans. I know a lot of people will put parchment paper in here and then butter, flour that. I think old habits die hard, and this is what I grew up with doing. I greased my pans and then lightly floured it so the cake doesn't stick to it. So that's what I did. Whatever you want to do, it works. So I'm going to spoon in half of this batter. Go with the other half over here, hopefully. And I don't know, I like to get every little bit out. I don't like to leave anything in here, because why? Why, I say. Hi, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you are enjoying it, and I would really appreciate it if you liked it and subscribed to it. And oh, don't forget to click that little bell up there, and you'll be notified of future videos that are new and coming on my YouTube channel. So thank you so much for that. And I would really appreciate it if you shared the video and let other people know and encourage them to subscribe and like the videos as well. So anyway, thank you, and back to the video. Let's just smooth this out a little bit. That's what I mean. It's like between a cake and a pound cake, because batter is not as, I don't know, loose, runny, whatever you want to say. So I'm just gonna spoon that out, or smooth that out. And I've got these, you can put them in an 8-inch cake pan. I have these in a 9. I think I've done a 3-layer cake before. It's been a long time, but I don't know, I just wanted, because I wasn't sure what the frosting was gonna do, so I'm just doing this as a 2 9-inch. Get that good stuff off of here. Just gently bang the cake pan on the counter just to get all some of those air bubbles out. Okay, 350-degree oven. Here we go. Wish me luck. Okay, this is going to bake for about 40 to 45 minutes, so I will see you then after the cake has cooled, and then then we'll begin to frost, or I'll let you know about the frosting that I'm going to use with the strawberries. So, see ya. And here are the cakes that I took out of the oven. They've been cooling on the cake rack here, and so now I'm going to start making the frosting. I'm hoping this frosting is light because it's made with whipped cream and, you know, cream cheese. So with the cream cheese and the whipped cream, it won't be as heavy. So that's what I'm hoping. Okay, we're gonna start whipping up some whipped cream. I know Jared and Audrey are gonna be over here in like an hour and a half. But then again, when you have kids, I know I was always late. Whether you have kids or not, I'm always late now. I'm usually about 5 minutes late wherever I go. So that's 3 cups. I don't know, because like I said, I always like getting all the stuff out. Get my attachment over here. So when you whip up the whipped cream, all you want to do is make soft peaks. And then when we add the powdered sugar, we'll increase that and make the peaks a little stiff so that the whipped cream holds up to the cream cheese. So in the meantime, I have cut up about 1.5 pounds of strawberry into, like, you know, I don't know, maybe a 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch bite-sized pieces, because that is going to go in the frosting. And then I just trimmed up these strawberries, and these will maybe kind of go on top, or maybe I'll lay them down. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do to decorate the cake. So anyway, we'll let this go for a while. So I just got done whipping up the whipped cream, and you can tell it's stiff. It's not really soft peaks or anything, but that'll be good because I think that will be the right consistency to hold up to the weight of the cream cheese and the powdered sugar. And so I'm going to add this. Let me get all the cream cheese. I'm going to add the cream cheese to the mixing bowl. And it's been at room temperature because obviously cold whipped cream will be way too stiff. I'll add a little vanilla. I'm going to scrape down the bottom of the bowl so everything gets incorporated. All right, we're cooking now. Hopefully he didn't get lost somewhere. Yeah, I think this is good. See, it's just that kind of consistency. Let's incorporate some of these strawberries in here because that'll look really pretty. And then hopefully slowly mix in the whipped cream, and it'll just be glorious. Glorious. Did I add everything? I'm always afraid I'll forget something. So we're just gonna fold in the whipped cream. Maybe I'll add in these remaining strawberries. I was afraid I cut too much, even though I did what I wanted to do. Let's get the rest of this whipped cream in here. And you know what I say. If you've got too much frosting, sure, we can figure out something to do with it. I got my cake pan. So let's get my first cake. Oh man, I'm gonna try not to, I almost tripped over the stool. Sometimes I forget how many stools I have in my kitchen now because I'm not really used to having that, living on the farm for so long. But let's just, look at that. Isn't that good? I think that looks good, right? Doesn't that look good? Then I'm just gonna glob a lot of this on here. So look at this, I definitely have frosting left over, but that's okay. I'm sure I could find something for it. Yeah, isn't that good? No wonder I've gained 10 pounds over quarantine. Oh yeah, the softness and the creaminess of the cream cheese and the powdered sugar and the whipped cream with just a hint of the, well, definitely sweet, but just a hint of tartness from the strawberries. I think it tastes fabulous. I'm gonna put these little strawberries on it. I'm gonna add just a little bit more here. There we go. You know, I kind of want it to look good. Kind of use the frosting as the glue. And I'll put one big one right in the middle. So what do you think about that? I think it looks pretty good. So let me continue on with my green beans, bacon, and shallots, and I'll get going on the potato pancakes because I really want to get that done before they all show up. So come on back, Amy Roloff's Little Kitchen.